Hi, today I'm going to tell you about a short sale. A short sale is when a seller sells a property for less than what they owe on the property. Now there's two types of short sales. A regular short sale is when a seller just simply cannot afford to make the payments and they decide to walk away from the property. The second type, which we're seeing a lot more of these days, is called a strategic default. A strategic default is when a seller can afford the payments, but they decide because they're so far underwater that they just want to be out of the property and they decide to walk away. Now, a short sale starts when a seller contacts an agent like me who's a short sale specialist and asks me to help them do a short sale. I will consult with the seller and we'll select a listing price. We price the property aggressively because we want to get an offer to the bank right away. Once we do get an offer in from a buyer that we approve of, we're going to send the offer along with a package of information from the seller to the bank. Now that package is called the hardship package. It's going to have all the seller's financial information because we're going to try to prove to the seller's bank that the seller has a financial hardship. Even if they don't really have a financial hardship, we still have to present all this information to the bank and let the bank make a decision. The bank is going to begin to review this information, and by reviewing the information they'll start a process that'll take up to 6 months to get an approval out. Now the approval is different than the seller's acceptance. The approval is when the bank actually approves the short sale. The bank has to approve the short sale for it to go through. During the approval process, the bank will continually ask for updated information from the seller and from the buyer, as well as performing between 3 and 4 valuations. Now, a valuation could be an appraisal, which is where they hire an official appraiser and get a value on the property, or a BPO, which is a broker price opinion, where they're going to get a price opinion from a local broker to help them value the property. Now, this is a seller's bank who's out of area. They need to rely on the appraiser and the broker price opinions to get the value of the property correct. Once they get the valuation and they've reviewed the package, they're going to make a counter offer to the buyer. The buyer has the option of accepting or rejecting or countering this offer. Once the buyer and the seller's bank agree on a purchase price and terms, then the short sale is approved and the purchase can continue. Now, once it's approved, it still takes a few weeks to get a written approval letter, and you can't do anything without the written approval letter. But after a few weeks from the verbal approval, you will get the written approval, and with that written approval, you can open escrow and move forward to close escrow. So that's the basics on how to do a short sale.